Hey gang, Skypilot here, how you going? It's Emax time. So check out my previous video gang of the Emax Freestyle here. You've come here to have a look at the box. Let's get the case out. I do like how Emax supply these cool little carry cases for protection. This is the Emax Freestyle II, a 2.5 inch freestyle eraser. Let's have a look what's inside. Got some Avan Props, some stickers, support cue reader, a little bag in here, screws, stampers, spacers, etc. A charger, USB standard, 450 milliamp, 80C Lipos. Sturdy carry case. Oh, I hear you saying, what's so different about both of these? Well, quite a lot actually. The first Freestyle did require some upgrades. In the camera, the VTX was only 25 milliwatt. This new unit, this sports a 200 milliwatt VTX. The TH1103 7000 kV motors on here. And dry weight of the new Emax, 49.29. Compared to the old one, which is 52 precisely, a whole 3 grams lighter. That's pretty cool. Yeah, it's got the Runcam Nano 2 up the front here. It also has the side plates here for protection, which was a bit of a complaint with the first model. The camera's a little bit exposed, and yeah, when she nosedived, you often gave that camera a smack, but it looks like it's nicely protected now. Should have hit something hard head on, so that's certainly a great upgrade. For 119 US, awesome bang for your buck. And 5 amp ESCs on here, made for 2S. However, you can fly it on 1S, and there's a little dongle which you can actually just put into power plugs here, which allows you to fly 1S if you want to fly indoors or something like that. It does have a longer antenna as well, accommodate the upscaled VTX. As it's now, as I said, running at 200 milliwatts. It still sticks out here like it did with the other model, so I'm actually going to just modify that slightly so that it's sitting at the back away from those props. And while we're talking about props, it does have the Avan Rush 2.5 inch props, so they're a really nice prop to use, guys. So I'm going to stick them on. So of course, guys, when you are putting on the props, make sure you put them on the right way there. And I will attach my power supply to the frame here with a cable tie, just in case we have a fall. We don't want to rip the wires off of the flight controller. Yeah, 103mm wide on the frame there, and compared with the old frame, exactly the same. An identical pair up with the two units here, guys, in relation to the frame. I'm going to just hook this up to Betaflight. The Emax Tinyhawk 2 Freestyle. Massive improvement. So once you've hooked her up to Betaflight, you'll find the firmware is current and up to date, so there's no need to do any firmware upgrades. Just double check a few things here. Your S-Bus smart audio needs to be enabled. I've got mine on UART 2. That way you'll get your VTX details up and running, otherwise you'll find that your video transmitter screen doesn't show any settings under the current values over here. These are all standard. Emax have supplied this unit, which really is just a bind and fly unit, so I didn't touch any of these. The Quad X, the D-Shot 600, motor stop, all these values you normally tinker with and change, they're all preset and ready to go. So 8K. And down here, TH Freestyle, I'm running the FR Sky D with the SPRX, and they were also set. I haven't touched anything here, that looks pretty good. D-Shot beacons, these were both disabled. I have actually enabled the RX set. If you don't enable that, what's going to happen is, if you've set up your modes for your beeper in your auxiliary 4, which I have in case I have a little bit of an incident or a crash, what's going to happen is it won't beep unless, once that's activated, it won't beep unless you have your RX set. So make sure it's turned on if you have your beeper set up in your receiver mode. Power and battery, I haven't touched fail-safe I haven't touched anything in PID tuning. My receiver, I've just made sure I've changed my FrSky TAER 1234 is what I'm running with my radio. And just make sure, guys, obviously, I'm sure you do that, just make sure your accelerometer and everything's working when you tilt the unit as it should. Flight modes, just your standard flight modes. I haven't touched anything in any of the other screens down here. On-screen display is pretty well set up already, so like I said, this is really just a bind and fly unit, guys. Very impressed. If you should happen to lose your CLI from your factory setting, there are plenty of places online you can actually get the CLI from for this board. If not, drop me a message and I'll happily supply you with my CLI. Short, sharp and shiny game. Power it up and have a quick fly. I can't go outdoors because it's raining. However, tomorrow the sun's due to shine, so she's going to be going outside then. That's my have I put the props on correctly test done, and straight away, guys, that tune's really nice. If I can just sit and hover it like that without going crazy, straight out the box, straight after a bind, that's really good, guys. So straight up, pretty impressed. Thanks for stopping by, guys. That's the unboxing, introduction, specs, run over, assembly, Betaflight of the Emax Freestyle 2. Coming up in the next 24 hours is going to be its maiden voyage. And I'm sorry I can't go out there now because it is pouring. Straight away I can see it is going to be an absolute ripper. Now smash that thumbs up, folks, and I'll see you again real soon. Sky Pilot, Emax Tinyhawk 2. Beauty.